Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday, or whatever day it is for you, from wherever you are tuning in from all over the globe. We have people that tune in from all over the globe. I'll just get this little ticker tape up here across the bottom here. Where is it? I'll show that. There we go. We're going to share some of the chapters from the Emotional Eater's Book of Inspiration by Dab Danowski. And today's chapter, we're going to talk about Rae doesn't eat everything she cooks, and neither should you. So do you ever watch some of those cooking shows or tune into the Food Network? Most of the cooks or chefs on there, I should say, they don't eat the majority of the stuff that they cook. So just so that you are aware, they're not tasting and sampling everything, but we shouldn't be trying to eat everything that we make either. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper in that today. If you are coming in here, let me get the comments. If you are coming in here, there's a little link up above. If you have never been on one of my lives or caught one of my lives before, it's a little link up there that gives you permission so that I can see who you are when you come on. Your little profile picture pops up on the screen. And then we can have a chat. You can join in on the conversation. So we are out here at the lake. That's why I'm dressed in lake camping type clothes. And it is chilly this morning. Our furnace actually turned on through the night, and we have no water this morning. So isn't that fun? So for those of you who have not met me before, my name is Heather Edmondson, and I am coming at you live here today at the lake at 40 Mile Provincial Park. And welcome to my community where I help to create a healthier you. I assist others to reach their health and fitness goals through coaching, mentorship, and accountability. So let's go kick those sugar cravings to the curb, and then we will dive a little bit deeper into the topic about Rae and the cooking shows. So when you're popping on, please let me know where it is that you are coming in from. And it's always really cool and interesting to find out who all is tuning into me and catching some of my lives. And if you're coming in on the replay, let me know that as well, that you're coming in on the replay. And again, tell me where it is that you're coming in from, because we're all in different time zones all over the world. So it is very, very, very interesting to find out the far reaches of the internet and how far it can reach for everybody to tune into you. So that's very cool. So as I was saying, the Rae or any of those chefs that are on any of those cooking shows or in magazines or so any other social media platform, they actually don't eat all of that food that they make. They might eat a little bit of it, but they don't eat it all. So we have to get that shift in our mind to realize that we shouldn't be eating everything that we create or make in our home or make when we're at somebody else's home. We don't need to sample it and test it. I don't know if you grew up in your house, but when I was growing up, we weren't allowed to leave the table until we cleaned our plate. So it kind of set up a bad way of thinking as well. My parents would say, no, you can't leave until you've cleaned up everything on your plate. But usually most of the time when that happened was when I was small enough that I wasn't the one that was loading up my own plate. And so then they were used to loading up their plate for an adult, and I was just a small child, and there was always way too much food on there. So it kind of took away from your body listening to itself and stopping when it feels full. So we have to kind of go back to that. We have to know that it's okay not to clean your whole plate. And we used to scrape our bowl, and we used to compulsively taste the food while we were cooking it. And we need to break that habit. We need to stop that so that we can, like I said, think about ourselves in a healthier way, think about our bodies in a healthier way, and think about what we are actually putting into our system and how much. Because when you're tasting and sampling all of your food while you were making it, before you know it, you've had a whole meal before you even sit down to the table to actually eat the meal that you have prepared. You've eaten enough calories while you're preparing it all. Like I said, you've had a whole meal and you don't even realize it. You don't feel like you have eaten a whole meal, but you have actually eaten enough calories for a whole meal. So while we're preparing our food, we have to make it our goal not to taste and sample everything. Try and follow the recipes and the measurements that they have set out for you for like spices and things like that, so that you aren't sampling and testing the meal the whole time you are preparing it. because like I said, we do lose track. So I have 3 kind of rules that you can kind of put in the back of your mind or put up on your fridge. Just a suggestion. Number 1 is not to eat while we are cooking, while we are preparing this food. And like I said, we can have a whole meal before we have even realized that we have actually consumed that many calories. So, and how about number 2, no licking the spoon or tasting the batter. So that's another habit we have to kind of break too, because who doesn't like to eat raw cookie dough? Like, come on, let's get real here. Everybody likes it. When the kids would bring home those frozen pails of cookie dough that you would have to buy to support one of their activities or whatever, who wouldn't like to go and dip into the freezer and just take out a few scoops of that raw cookie dough? It was always awesome. So we have to get out of the habit of tasting the spoon, checking the batter. And number 3, no sampling all the platefuls of food before they even set them on the table. So like I'm saying, when you're preparing like a big meal for your family, or for when there's a special occasion, you want to sample every little thing you're going to put out, just to make sure that it's up to your standards or up to the taste that you were looking for. And people are just going to have to shift their mindset too, that you're not going to be tasting and sampling everything before you put it on the table. So that's 3. So let's not do this. Not ever. Shift your mind. So not ever, for any reason, are you going to be starting to go back to that sampling the food and tasting everything. So like I said, get that shift in your mind so that you're not ever sampling and tasting the food, or licking the spoon, or scraping the bowl, or licking the beaters, or anything like that. That's just, like I said, added extra calories that you're not even counting into your menu plan or your dietary breakdown that you have set out for yourself. So just be aware of that. If you see me looking down, I do have a few notes here just to keep me on track. So we have to also be aware that serving the food without tasting it, you need to not be as scared of what others are going to think. A family member or a guest may think that whatever it is you prepared is maybe not up to the standards that they're used to. And you have to be okay with that, because you're looking after yourself. Your number 1 priority here is yourself and eating proper, healthy things. Oh, my husband's taking apart a fence now. So that's what that squealing was over there. Screws trying to make some noise there. So yeah, we're still renovating here out at the lake. We're shifting our property around, and that's why he's busy over there working. So like I said, this may not suit your company or your family very well, but you have to become the person that you want to become and be happy with where you are at with your weight, or the healthier changes that you were trying to make in your life. So like, they just have to get used to it. They can maybe be your taste testers if they get there early enough for the meal that you're preparing. They say, oh, have a taste of this and tell me if it tastes okay. Does it need a little bit more salt, or does it need a little bit more pepper, or does it need some more spices? Let them be the ones that taste it. And then you are not adding those extra calories on yourself and having, like I said, that whole meal before you even sit down to the table. So your company or your family, and while you're shifting yourself to do this, they might not be comfortable with that. But you know what? That's on them. They have to learn that you're struggling to try and be a fitter and a healthier you. And these are just some tips that I'm suggesting, some suggestions. I'm not saying this is how you have to live the rest of your life, but this is not a diet I'm talking about. I'm talking about a lifestyle change, right? Something to move you into a healthier you, so that you don't end up cropping up with a bunch of other health issues because of the habits that you have formed over the years. Sorry, just about knocked my computer off. The habits that you have formed over the years from different situations that have happened to you. So you are the one to make the choices. You are fighting to create a whole new you. And remember that all those chefs that you see on the social media platforms or TV or YouTube or anything like that, they don't eat all that stuff that they make, and neither should you. So that's my little tip for today. Sorry that I missed out on yesterday, but I was helping demolish the shed. So if you're interested in a free coaching call, and we can kind of get you on track to your destination, your goal that you're reaching for, I can provide you with a 15 to 30 minute free coaching call, and we can kind of get some things outlined. And if you're interested in any of the healthy recipes, I can also share that with you as well. So make sure you stay tuned. I have some special guests coming on this week. We are challenged in the 21-day video challenge that I'm participating in with Helen Martin. I have a special guest tomorrow at noon, my time. And I have another very, very, very special guest on Thursday, my time, September 4th. And then on the following Monday, I also have a special guest. We have to do 3 different duo lives and pull them up on the screen and have conversations with them. So please don't miss out on that. I will put up some alerts on my page, and make sure that you tap on the notifications so that you make sure you get notified that when I'm going live next. So have yourself a wonderful day, whatever time of the day it is for you. And don't forget to let me know where it is that you're coming in from if you're coming in on the replay. Bye-bye for now. I got to go help take down a fence, I guess. Bye-bye for now.